Hey there, fans of Brotherly Love Wrestling. It is I, Vic Delicious.
Philly's own, the Mecca here.
It is the real McCoy, J.D.X. Justin D. Xavier.
It's your man, CD, the Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
Hello, boys and girls. This is your old friend RJ City.
Hey there, Brotherly Love Wrestling. Bill Carr here.
Hey everyone, this is two-time guest Wheeler Yuta.
Two bozos from Philadelphia flapping their gums about pro wrestling this, pro wrestling that.
Which is not that unique in the grand scheme of things yet.
You are in for a treat because you're tuned in to Brotherly Love Wrestling.
Philadelphia, are you ready? No! They said, are you ready?
This is Brotherly Love Wrestling Podcast, your first stop for everything professional wrestling. So sit back and enjoy wrestling talk at its finest with your hosts, Larry Hall and Joe Corrado.
Welcome, everybody, to Brotherly Love Wrestling and our next edition of Road to Raw 30. And we have the years 2008 to 2012, the next 5-year span in this series. A little tough for me and Joe. Thank God our executive producer, who is
not here.
Yeah, conspicuous by his absence, is not here. So, but he did all the homework. He did all the legwork. So at least he did something, right?
Now we get the coast.
Yeah, so now our work is done for us. So now we just read off what he said. And
what do you think of that, Bill?
No, okay.
Good talk.
Yeah, that was good. Thanks for the response. So let's jump right in. Actually, before we jump in.
Physically jump in?
Not
literally?
Physically jump in. Metaphorically jump in. There's some breaking news today.
Breaking news.
A lot of times on our show, we've done our show and it happens and we never get to fucking talk about it or we forget to. But today, Stephanie McMahon announced that she is stepping down from her position now that Vince is back and going back on her leave of absence, which she took right before Vince retired. Well, retired. Vince, or the Ric Flair retirement. A lot of people are saying it's very bad timing because it looks like she doesn't want to be there because Vince is back.
Who the fuck knows? Honestly, who the hell knows?
I mean, if she wasn't on leave of absence before this, I feel like it would be that way and it would look worse than it does. But maybe she really wanted to leave and felt she needed to step in because Vince wasn't there. And now that he's there, she's like, all right, he's back. I can go back to what I wanted to do.
I'm back. Wasn't that Bischoff?
Bischoff, yes. It was actually a very underrated theme song. I like that song. But, I mean, it does it mean anything, really, to WWE? Probably not.
I think who knows what WWE is going to do?
That's the other thing.
Sell the company?
Do you have a specific company that you would want that has been named, such as a Disney, or like, is there someone you go, like, you look at Disney and go, well, I don't want them to buy it?
Here's the thing. I like some of the stuff that they do, like Marvel. I mean, I love the Marvel movies. Like, it's not like the Mighty Ducks. You want to run? I mean, I don't know. The list goes on and on. You make it like Lion King.
Could you see maybe if a Disney does buy the WWE, that WWE content being on Disney Plus instead of Peacock?
I'm listening. I hate Peacock.
Me too.
I hate Peacock. So I'm listening. Very user friendly over there in Disney Plus land.
They are, yes. Yeah, not a lot of glitches in that.
Very easy to find what I'm fucking looking for because there's an easy search bar and I don't have to go through 3 different things to find what I want.
Yes.
And then possibly not find it.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
If that's the case, yeah. If they're gonna go to, like, I mean, who's gonna buy them out that's bigger than Disney?
I'd hate to bring some negativity into this, but on the list of interested buyers, I seen the Saudi government. Yeah. Yeah, so that prince is interested in buying.
What the fuck does that mean? What would that even mean?
I don't know.
That thing.
I don't know. I tell you what, I'm not one of those fans.
They moved to Saudi and they just run fucking. What can we put this week on Raw? Goldberg versus Brock Lesnar. Goldberg versus Roman Reigns.
Bring back the Undertaker.
Taker's coming back.
I'm not.
Saudi offered him $43 million for an appearance.
I'm not one of those fans that is going to cancel the network, and I'm not watching.
We don't have the network anymore.
But I'm just saying those fans that say that. I honestly, if Saudi fucking took over, I don't know if I would want to watch WWE again.
I don't know if it, honestly, I don't. I'd have to see how it looks. If they buy it and it stays exactly the same, but there's some deal. Oh, you know how many pay-per-views they're going to do over there?
That's what I'm saying. We're going to get a lot more Saudi shows if Saudi fucking owns WWE.
I'm not a big fan of that.
Let me throw a third option in here that hasn't been said.
Wait, if it hasn't been said, how is it a possibility?
Well, that is not.
Said? You came up with it yourself?
No.
Turner?
No. Yes. Not Turner. Khan.
Jesus.
As in Tony Khan.
He's not going to sell to Tony Khan. There's no way. He's not going to do it. He's not.
I agree, but
there's no way.
Imagine that scenario.
Oh God!
Imagine that scenario. God. Tony Khan owning WWE.
He would do a Tony Khan thing, and all of Kenny Omega would beat Brock Lesnar. Kenny Omega would go up against a promo battle against Kevin Owens and just get completely destroyed. And everyone would love Kenny Omega even more for it.
But just imagine Tony Khan showing up on WWE Raw.
Rollins wouldn't beat anybody.
Imagine. And Tony Khan cuts a promo like Vince did back in fucking 2002.
I would hate. He couldn't. He couldn't.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, it would be awful.
Watching USA Network and Tony Khan being on the screen on Monday night. Imagine.
He's definitely going to ejaculate in his pants.
Oh, can you imagine the shit talking AEW fans would be doing if AEW bought WWE?
I will tell you what. That is a worse scenario than fucking Saudi.
No, I disagree.
They're both fucking atrocious. It's like, which shit smells worse? Oh, well, there's no corn in this one, so I guess this one will fucking be the winner. Yeah, I'd put those two in the shit category. I'm all in on Disney if that's my fucking pick. Can Fox buy them?
Fox? I can't remember if Fox was on the list, but NBC Universal is, and obviously with Peacock already involved, that's a obviously viable, option as well. There's a couple more too.
I'd rather have Fox. I feel like Fox is a little edgier.
I agree. Yeah,
Fox will let them get away with more shit.
Yeah. So, but I guess within the timetable people are talking about is next 3 to 6 months. So this might be a reality a lot sooner than we thought.
Guess what? We still got Raw 30 coming up.
We do.
Hey, you know what? Now that Vince is back, we might get a Vince appearance.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
That's pretty fun. You know what? We're going to take this as one day at a time. Yeah. We're going to enjoy it for what it is for however long we have to. We got the Royal Rumble coming out. Possibly Mania is still under this regime as well. Because I think if he's going to sell the company, you have to do it after Mania. You have to have one more Mania. And if Vince is at the helm, he's going to make it the biggest fucking star-studded Mania ever. He's pulling. He's pulling,
it is Hollywood.
He's pulling Austin out of retirement. Again.
Have you seen this latest workout video?
He's doing something for some reason.
He's coming back for more than one match.
Maybe that's part of the. Oh God, maybe that's part of the Saudi deal.
No, I don't think so.
God,
Austin looks in phenomenal shape. Not that he's ever been in bad shape.
He's coming back so Tony Khan can buy it and he can whip everyone's fucking ass over there in AWA.
I'm all for that.
That would be priceless. He just beats everyone up.
So, all right, let's get to.
But they have to change his name. Oh no, wait, they bought.
Yeah, they have all the rights. Yeah, they have rights.
So that means AEW, who I believe is doing worse than WCW, will now own WCW.
WWE.
Yes, but WWE owns WCW.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
So in a fucking crazy world, AEW would then own WWE, WCW, and ECW.
And Ring of Honor. Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God. Could you imagine the bizarro
wrestling world that would exist in?
my God, Tony Khan would ejaculate. He'd have all the tapes.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like you can't watch it on the network, but he would have everything. He would have all the hidden footage, and he might blow his load just releasing old fucking content that's never been seen before.
How about we spin it back to positive?
I'm back. We
do the Road to Raw 30.
Road to Raw 30, 2008 to
2012. Yes. So the first one we'll start off with.
So 08, 09 has been pretty much limited.
Yeah.
Selection.
Yeah, I literally only have one for 09, which is pretty memorable. And that's Triple H breaking into Randy Orton's house, and he throws him through the big window.
As we've learned last night after talking to Dutch,
yes,
there's nothing like a good home invasion.
I mean, can't beat it. So, I mean, but that is one of the most
Orton
famous.
needed a sock full of ice.
There was his problem.
There's no sock full of ice.
No.
And anybody who had listened to our previous podcast, the four of you, maybe, and big generous to us, that have listened to that, you know exactly what I meant when I said that.
There's a lot more than that. I've checked the numbers.
You checked tape?
I checked tape.
All right.
But yeah.
I did rule in fucking high school football. You want to check tape?
That one, like just like the Pillman one, breaking into a house.
And just going absolutely psychotic.
Yeah, like it's different. Like as long as they
it's entertainment.
And they spread it out a little bit and they don't do it a lot.
You know it's not real, but you feel like it is. It feels like you're watching.
I thought that was pretty well done.
Oh yeah,
in that
absolutely.
Segment. Yeah,
absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Like you know it's not real, but it still feels real.
Yes.
Like that's the feeling that you get when you hit those moments.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and especially one like that when you had Triple H at his peak of being a heel.
Yeah,
it was. I mean, unbeatable at that point. He was unbeatable at that point. So move on to
Triple H, the biggest heel in the Ruthless Aggression era. Was he? He was the top.
Probably.
And he was an amazing heel.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I don't think you're really going out on a limb saying that at that point.
Interested to see the other heels and faces. I mean, obviously Cena.
Well, yeah. Well, that's face anyway. So next one, something I never thought I would see, but I was happy to finally see it, and that was Bret Hart returning to WWE in January of 2010, and finally burying the hatchet with Shawn Michaels. And again, like I said, something I never thought I'd see them shaking hands and hugging in the middle of a WWE ring. Never thought I would ever fucking see that ever. And
money's a funny thing.
And then later, calling out Vince McMahon and kicking Vince McMahon in the balls and starting a feud that would end at Mania. And look, it wasn't a wrestling match.
Vince McMahon
but
in a match. I mean,
yeah, Vince
you're not getting a 5-star fucking match. You're there for the storyline.
Yeah.
When Vince McMahon is involved, you're there for the fucking storyline.
That match was 13 years in the making. After the screw job
was already built in. I just realized that we're doing this show with headphones on, and we don't need them on.
Yeah, I realized that too because of Bill.
Yeah, fuck.
So thanks, Bill. Make us look like jackasses for no reason.
I brought it to everyone's attention.
Yeah, you could not said anything.
We could have just taken them off. I could have just winked at it.
Although I would have been like, "What's wrong with your eye? Why are you winking?"
I would wink like this.
Yeah, so I mean, that moment was awesome. I think Bret Hart fans and Shawn Michaels fans alike.
We've rejoiced.
We did, yes. We finally came together after being rivals for so long and hating the other person's hero. And we could
maybe that is when I turned on Michaels. When I was like, no, it was I've definitely always, because back when you're a kid, besides the way they talk, act, look, the biggest thing is the music, what they come out to. And I think that's why I never truly hated Shawn Michaels, because I loved Sexy Boy. Yes, you can use that as a clip if you want. That could definitely be a soundbite. I've just provided entertainment for hours.
You know what I miss? Speaking of that, just to derail us a little bit.
Yeah, go for it, man.
I miss our sound drops.
The beatbox or
the
whatever
sound drops,
like,
that we used to have.
And fucking
for people that listen to our show really early on, this is a
God
really
bless
good,
you.
This is a really good throwback, and Eggy being one of them,
Oh God,
and Bill being another one of them.
Yeah, fuck him.
Our drops were fucking hilarious. I would never go back and listen to our earlier shows, even though we are on them. I can't do it. But what was it? What was the editor you used on iPhone?
That's what I think it's called something box, Jock box,
something like that. Yeah, and
Jock
you had
something. Maybe it's Jock something and not box anything.
And you had like all those different buttons that you could push and just drop.
Yeah,
drop the sounds into it. Oh,
I don't know if any of them ever made too much sense, but I had free reign of the sound effects.
Yes,
for
which
the
was
most
a
part.
mistake on my part. Why did I let that happen?
Well, that was not well thought out at all.
Look, this is the infancy. God, it was so much fun though.
The red microphones.
Yeah, the $10 Amazon microphones.
Yeah, man, we pulled off some shit.
We did.
We're still here.
Look,
I mean,
look,
we're still not big or fucking extraordinarily famous, but we're still here.
Look, look, you go down our catalog and the names that we have spoken to and talk with.
Man, you don't gotta
I'll put them up. I mean, aside from obviously the big shows.
Van Valais.
That's not his name. But I'll keep it anyway. Like Jericho and Austin and all that.
Though?
No, you're pretty close.
All right. The Vandalays.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were gonna say. I think we're pretty fucking. Our catalog's pretty strong. If you line up the names that we've had on our show,
oh yeah, absolutely. We need that one.
Not to pat ourselves on the back, but we've done pretty fucking well.
We talked to Tony Atlas.
We talked to Tony Atlas, and
cool.
we talked to fucking Ricky Morton.
Yeah, that's pretty cool too.
And a lot of AEW and WWE people before they were there, whether they were released or not.
Yeah.
From Alex Zane to Anthony Green, Blake Christian, Lance Archer. We've had some really good names on our show.
Yeah.
So maybe you should go back and look at some of the catalog. Just don't do like the first 20 episodes or so.
I'm going to say maybe 100.
No, 100 Jim Nasty Boys.
That's episode 100.
That's episode 100.
Yeah, start after 100 because that was a train wreck.
Yeah, that was a train wreck.
I don't know if we had anything good before then either.
I don't know. I mean, we really sell ourselves well.
We got a British guy on, thanks to Eggy. I forget what his name was.
Yeah, that was a good interview. That was fun, though. He was really good and knowledgeable.
We didn't have to do anything.
No.
That was
which is typically what our show is.
Yeah, but
us not having to do anything.
Yeah, but we usually had that. Remember, we had notes in the beginning.
We did. Yeah, bullet points and all.
That's amazing that we're still here.
Really?
I think I would have loved it. I would have loved it if we recorded through video back then, just to see how awfully we've aged. You had hair.
I had hair, obviously. Yeah.
Well, I still have hair, but
yeah.
I don't know how much different I would look, but you definitely look.
I definitely look different.
Yes.
Absolutely. Less hair on top and more hair on the chin, for sure.
Thursday.
No, I wasn't going to say that.
Less hair on top, more hair on the bottom. I wasn't
going to give myself a soundbite. That wasn't happening. No, thank you. All right, let's move on.
Sure.
I don't know how we got from Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels to all that, but
you said you were going to derail us.
That was all
and
me.
I took that as a free reign on going wild. Shame on you. Another thing that you shouldn't have done.
Yeah. So let's move to June of 2010. The Nexus destroys Monday Night Raw.
I love the Nexus.
Me too.
But they were good.
I
love a good faction.
Looking back, I don't think I liked them like I do now.
No.
I don't think I really got it then like I do now. Like I wasn't a big
Barrett
fan.
was basically the focal point, and the supporting cast. I mean, what was it? Heath Slater,
Bryan Danielson.
You had Otunga.
Otunga was in there. Justin Gabriel was in there. Yeah, Ryback.
God,
they had some pretty good names in there.
They had some heavy hitters, but when they were doing that, I don't know how they pulled that off.
Also, this is also
they buried that way too quick.
They did. It went quick. Super Cena definitely eventually, yeah. That was also the first time Danielson was fired because he choked out Justin Roberts with his own tie, and they fired Danielson. So that's another moment I know they replayed on WWE years after, but that's one thing I'll always remember. Robert's eyes bugging out of his head from being legitimately choked by Danielson. Okay.
You can call him Daniel Bryan. He was Daniel Bryan at this point.
Okay. Well, I mean, Bill had him down as Danielson, so I was reading
and
what
Bill is here to defend himself?
No, not at all.
So this is our show. This is our show, not his.
Move on to probably now this is up there. If we did the top 10 moments of the 30 years, I think this might break the top 10 and into the top 10, and that is the Summer of Punk and the Pipe Bomb.
You think the Pipe Bomb?
I think it might sneak its way in
into the top 10 Raw moments of all time.
I'm telling you, the Pipe Bomb was epic.
I don't know about the top 10 because I think Austin himself holds 6, possibly more of those top spots. It's hard to sneak in Punk. The Attitude Era was a different story.
All right, so I'll give you that. But if you're evening out the pool, if you're not just loading it with all of Austin's top, and you have to pick 1 or 2 of Austin's top out of that, you know what I mean? To kind of get a variety of the Attitude
Era. Go back and look at the show. I mean,
Austin was a lot of it.
That Attitude,
was a lot of
dude.
it.
He was the last half hour, I think.
Yeah, you're right. Probably. Still, Punk, Summer of Punk, the Pipe Bomb is up there. One of the greatest promos ever.
I don't know. What else did we go over? Rock Jericho?
Jericho, yeah.
That beats Punk out. I mean, the whole, what was it, the fourth wall? That was the whole...
Well, that was only the part of it. It was more him going after Vince, and after he dies, he'll turn it over to his stupid son-in-law, and you know what I mean? Like, he
made it sound like such a bad thing at the time. I mean, if Triple H took over today, no, I don't think anyone would be saying that.
No one was.
No.
When Vince retired, everyone was like, yes, Triple H is taking over.
Yeah, I mean, what Punk was saying might have been a shot back then, but hey,
yeah,
it turned out pretty good.
It certainly did and still is. So let's
maybe
go.
He just gave them the idea. Huh. They sat in the back, they're like, you know what? Not so shabby. I think we can make that work. What do you think there, Paulie? So I'm assuming that's what Vince called Triple H.
You assume he calls him Paulie?
I'm thinking he calls him Paulie. I think he throws in a Paulie once in a while. I think we know the name of the show, Lord Paulie. Pretty sure that stuck.
All right, so move.
Rhythm is a dance.
We're staying in 2011, but this we're gonna do
back in 2011. This is pretty much when I picked back up into
because you
2010. Like I've watched clips and I've caught like things. I've caught things and clips and whatnot of other stuff that we've talked about during this era.
Yeah,
but I think 2010, 2011 is when I came back in. Whatever the mania was that Triple H tapped out to the Hell's Gate or passed out to the Hell's Gate, I think that's when I officially came back.
I'm not even going to try because I
think it was 2010.
I'm horrible with lining up dates with certain manias and all that. I'm bad.
2010 because then 11 was the Rumble, and that's when Del Rio won. And I was like, I don't know how that didn't
send you back.
I don't know how that didn't turn me back. Like, all right, well, this was pointless. Give it a couple months, and I'm just like, oh,
well, you know what? Actually, I think you're right because this moment is the Rock returning to host WrestleMania 27, and WrestleMania 27 took place in 2011. So 2010 would be. Oh no, it would have to be 27 because 25 and 26 were Michael's Taker. So 27 would have been Triple H Taker 1.
Oh, okay. So I came back in 11. 1. So I came back before Mania in 11.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but that, which we just watched before we started the show, The Rock coming back, no one knowing he was going to be the host because the host for 27 was a mystery. And that pop that his music got, which we've talked about a million times over, but
I want to hear it today.
I want to hear it in 2 weeks.
Oh,
I mean,
it's not going to happen. No. I mean, I wish. Believe me, if it could, we already went over this.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to have my phone out at all times of this event, because if it happens, I'm filming him, and that will be on the next episode of him marking out to The Rock's music hitting at Raw 30.
I will too.
Oh my god,
fucking be a giddy little fucking kid. I already know. You're gonna hear a bunch of yelling, but the whole crowd's gonna go absolutely fucking apeshit.
That's true. You're not even gonna be able to hear.
You might not even have your phone in your hand when that, because it might get flung the fuck out by God knows who.
Yeah, probably you from grabbing me and probably shaking me up and down.
Definitely me, but if I'm on, make sure your opposite phone hand is where I'm not sitting.
True. Yeah,
I could have said that a lot better way that made sense and not fucking.
I mean, I understood you.
I understood. Yeah, I know you understood, but still,
you're gonna say I understood me.
Yes, I understood me. Of course, perfectly fine. Right. Get a grip.
But yeah, The Rock returning, that again, one of those epic moments of returns that WWE seems to do so well, keeping the mystery, keeping it hidden. Leaks a lot of times don't get out with WWE unless they want them to get out. They know how to keep secrets when people are coming back or debuting or anything like that, for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, nowadays, like, everything is spoiled, but you're just like, all right, well, let's see how they do it.
Yeah.
Let's see how it happens.
Yeah.
Like Bray, like everyone had a feeling Bray was coming back. Then he starts doing the White Rabbit, and everyone's like, this has got to be Bray.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was rumors that it could have been.
Alistair was a rumor.
But it was, I mean, Bray was the strongest rumor. And when he came back, it was still great.
Yeah.
It wasn't really a secret, but it was still cool.
It was one of those like worst kept secret type things.
Yeah, but still, they made it work.
Yeah. And I think that's majority because of Bray Wyatt. Move on to 12, talking about another return, and that is the return of Brock Lesnar. And
I remember that. I remember that too. Vividly.
This is
when he absolutely just beats the shit out of Cena.
This is the birth of the Brock guy. Remember that guy?
God. So something cool happened in the birth of something awful at the same time.
Yeah, the Brock guy in the crowd. Yeah.
With my fucking affliction shirt.
But yeah,
he might be worse than long hair guy.
No.
Long hair guy just should know him.
No. No emotion whatsoever.
Oh, cool. Someone just won the world title.
I'm sitting front row for
I'm
it.
sitting front row and I'm wearing sunglasses. My hair is touching my ass right now. Yes, that's the way of life. I'll just keep clapping. Hopefully no one notices me. So I'll put my sunglasses on. I'm like Julian from
Big Daddy.
No one can see me with my sunglasses on.
But not to bury Brock returning after 8 years and annihilating John Cena.
He was back, and he was back.
And he
took out the top guy right away.
And he hasn't really. I mean, he took some time off.
He always takes time off,
but he never really left again.
Knows the Brock. Well, yeah, this was his triumphant return from MMA.
Yes, yeah,
and he was. I mean, he was done. He was done. We knew he wasn't going back. But yeah, I mean. That's why I like when Brock goes away. I don't know if I like when Brock goes away for the reason that other people, but I know when he comes back, it's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, I like when he goes away because he can stay away for a while now. Don't come back. And then come back again and just come. And he's still as dominant.
I would like to see him back the Raw after Mania.
I'd like to see him back at Raw 30.
Joe just wants to book this thing like the Saudi Prince. He wants to bring everybody back for Raw 30. No, I agree.
Hours of TV.
I agree. I'm just saying, this is the night to do it.
I don't even think I need to see one wrestling match. I don't. I just need to hear the musics. I don't think I need maybe some in-ring skits or a bunch of one-offs, like play your hits. Mm-hmm. Have the old guys come in and play their hits on the fucking or do put like DX in the ring with New Day or something. I mean, I don't need to see a match that whole night, 3 hours. You can make it a variety show of no wrestling whatsoever, and I will be happy. And I know a lot of people would be too, because that's just one big 3-hour moment.
I think honestly, it's that, like you said,
dude, you play that for
a lot of people will be happy. I think more people that are in the arena is going to be happy than the people at home.
But here's the thing. I'll be in the arena, so I don't give a shit about anybody at home.
I was gonna say you're slowly crept into that one.
Into the Macho Man. Yeah.
Unfortunately, they can't bring him back.
But I crept right into it.
You did. You did a good job with that. I heard it coming, but you did a good job with that. I saw the hands going.
The
and
hands
that's what
went
got
up
me.
and the voice started to fucking follow
A
it.
little bit. So we're gonna go our final one. We're already at the end of 2012. No, it's not anything with the Macho Man.
It doesn't matter. It's always something with the Macho.
It is the debut of one of the most dominant factions in the history of the WWE.
Yeah, I was definitely fully back.
And
for a lot,
quite possibly as singles, the most successful faction after breaking up.
Absolutely, 100%. There's not even a question. Besides fucking Evolution.
Yeah.
I mean,
and that's the debut of the Shield, if you were following us.
Evolution, I mean, they only birthed 2 stars. Because Triple H was already established and Flair had been around for 47,000 years prior.
Yeah. He must be a vampire too.
Maybe. I'm sure we have someone that we can talk to.
Yeah.
About that.
We could. But yes, you're right. They did birth 2 world champions out of that.
Yeah,
and Hall of Famers.
Who's 14-time champion.
But 3 are better than 2, and all 3 of those guys, Moxley, Rollins, Reigns, and Reigns especially now. I mean, not to take anything away from Rollins, but
Rollins has a hell of a pedigree.
He does.
One of, if not the best cash-in ever.
Yeah, that's true.
If injury didn't happen to Seth Rollins, I think we're talking about this in a different light.
You think Rollins over Reigns if no injuries?
I think so. Just at the rate that he was going and how fucking hated he was and how great he was at playing that. His comeback was really good.
It was.
The whole redesign, rebuild, reclaim thing, really good. But if he doesn't leave and he's able to continue that, I think that supersedes Roman's now.
Do you think
I liked Authority Seth? I mean, I liked to dislike Authority Seth a lot.
Do you think as far as all his iterations of his character and where he's gone, do you what part of that or what section of those characters was the most over
for Rollins?
Yeah, because I think it's now.
Yeah, his fucking goofy suits and dances and
the song, the listening, watching Monday Night Raw last night and listening to that crowd.
Yeah, it's just like Nakamura.
Yeah. And Jericho, like with Jericho, everyone's singing his song.
Yeah,
it is
definitely
definitely
have more people singing.
Exactly. Yeah, you have 18,000 singing Rollins' song as opposed to about 10 for Jericho. But still, you don't even there's no lyrics in Rollins' song, and it's just
humming.
Yeah, it's amazing. He's so good at what he does and everything he does.
His United States title run was really good, and he was really over during that, but I think you're right. And the thing is, he's a heel.
Yeah. Well,
kind of.
I mean, that's supposed to be a heel, and now
that's going to be a transition.
He's full on babyface at this point.
Yeah.
Especially going up against Theory right now.
Yeah. And it's for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
The main title.
That is the main title on Raw, though.
Yeah, but fucking Rollins should. I mean, honestly, he could be the champion.
Yeah, absolutely he can.
He's fucking killed it for a long time.
And he deserves it at this point.
Oh, yeah. It'd be a lot more deserving than when he beat Brock.
Which time? With the cash-in or at 35 with us?
The Mania. Oh, the Mania that we were at.
Okay, yeah, 35.
Yeah, that whole thing was kind of a miss. They didn't set him up well for.
So do you put Reigns 1, Rollins 2, Moxley 3? As of right now.
Do I have to take personal bias out?
Yes.
I mean,
because I know personal bias, Moxley's definitely last for you.
No, but personal bias is Rollins first.
Okay. Yes, then definitely take.
I think it's Roman and
like 1-1A,
and Rollins is pushing up.
Okay.
And Moxley's doing it somewhere else too. That's what's good about Moxley.
Yeah,
so
I agree.
I put Moxley at a very, very close third. I think that they're all very good. And I liked Dean Ambrose. I think at some points he got a little watered down a lot. I think had they let him go a little bit more and let the reins go a little bit, I think he would have been much better. But there was parts that I really liked. Ambrose against AJ Styles, I really liked that.
Well, and
Ambrose against fucking Triple H at Roadblock
was really good.
Fucking
really
amazing.
good. Yep.
Amazing that match was. That whole storyline was amazing. The payoff that match, incredible. Yeah, there are a lot of things that I do like about Dean Ambrose. I actually like Ambrose better than I like the Moxley.
But here's that's the thing about that is AEW fans want to talk about how great he is as Jon Moxley. He's Dean Ambrose that can curse. He's really no different. He doesn't do anything differently. His actions are exactly the same, except he can curse and be a little bit more hardcore than WWE. He's no different. Yeah, he can bleed. He can bleed and he can curse. That's it. He's still Dean Ambrose. That's exactly what he was in WWE, except for the shitty creative at the end. And he's still Dean Ambrose. Now I love his theme song. Major League Wild Thing is great, one of the greatest songs ever. So I love that. It's a great fan interaction because you have the whole crowd chanting Wild Thing. So like that's great too.
They're coming out with a Ricky Vaughn jersey.
I'm surprised like that hasn't happened yet, honestly.
And the glasses.
Yeah, like in Cleveland, have him come out like that.
Yeah.
Talk about a big pop. But I mean, yeah,
obscure pop. Pop.
I really love all three of them. All three of them together. I hope one day we can get it to happen at least one more time. Just one more time.
Oh, absolutely.
Getting the Shield. I hope it's not a Hall of Fame thing. I'm talking about one more match of the Shield. I would love to see that. Especially at the level all three guys are right now. Or will be, I guess.
Or they kind of are at this point.
Yeah.
They're all pretty much untouchable in their respective fields.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So that'll about wrap it up. Next week, we will have 13 through 17. So we're getting closer and closer to the end of this. We've got 2 more weeks.
That last week's going to be bad.
It's going to be very bad.
It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Next week isn't going to be that easy either.
It's not gonna,
I mean, we'll have a couple more, but...
So what are we going? 13 to 17?
13 to 17.
I think 13 is going to carry that whole show.
Yeah, because we are deep into the PG era at this point now.
Oh my god, we've
arrived.
We've taken a fucking step in the flower and sunshine land.
Yeah, so we hope you enjoyed the show. If you haven't already, check out our interview with Dutch that we just recorded and released.
Maybe he gives us some secrets.
Tuesday morning, we talk about the Uncle Howdy rumors, and there's a lot of other things we talk about that you probably won't expect, but that's Dutch.
That's the whole point of this.
That's what it is.
You don't expect anything.
No. Yeah.
You get what we give you.
Yes.
Thanks, Bill, for showing up.
Yeah. Hell of a job this week, Bill. Thank you.
We're gonna find out that he missed it for like a reason.
I know, we're gonna feel like shit. It's gonna be like a medical.
So we're gonna say,
just in case, to hedge our bets. We hope everything's okay. Yes.
We're sorry.
Yes.
And screw you.
And it's all in love, but we can't stand you. So we hope you enjoyed the show. Thank you so much.
Can't stand you.
And we'll be talking to you soon.